What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Blue Side FC channel. I'm Nia Matt, and I hope you're all doing great. It seems like we've gone back to default settings. Like I usually say, it seems like we've gone back to default settings because this is a game where I thought we should have won. We've just drawn against Everton 2-2, and we should have won this game. We were in full control of this game, and we definitely should have won this game. I don't know how we didn't win this game, and there are a lot of factors. But early on, let's just get straight into it. Early on, I felt like we're in control of the game. In the first 15-20 minutes, we're in control of the game, but there wasn't any end product. Like, I liked our attacking, our one-touch play was very, very good. Our passes very, very good. But when we got into the final third, it always seemed like we lacked the end product. There wasn't any decisiveness from the players. Like, there was so much indecision when they got into the third half of the pitch. And yeah, there were some instances where I feel like Felix was the brightest in that first half. Like, so he was the brightest in attack. He was the brightest in attack, and I feel like he was the one. If anything was going to come from somebody, it would have been from him. And he was doing all the right things. Like, I liked how he was finding good positions. He was finding pockets in space and stuff, but I felt like his final passes, there was a chance, it was a nice chance, it was neatly worked from the back, like some one-touch play attack, and it got to him, and he instead of him to pass it to Pulisic, he didn't pass it early, and the chance just went. I feel like that chance, if Pulisic had that chance, he would have scored. And yeah, like, he was the brightest. Havertz was very quiet in the first half. Second half came to life a bit, and got the goal in the second half too as well. But in the whole game, I think he was very, very quiet. I think the previous game he did well, the previous game than this game, and this game he was quiet. João Felix, I like the guy. I really like the guy, but it's just that I just feel like there's some things that he should be doing in attack. Like, we expect him to do. There's some simple passes that I feel like he should have been making that he doesn't make. There's some passes too that he makes that doesn't reach the player or something. But in all, he's the most liveliest in attack. He's definitely the most liveliest in attack. Pulisic too was also good on the left hand side today. I have to give him that. Pulisic was good on the left hand side, clicking with Chilwell very, very well. Chilwell was more active today than James. I don't know why the ball was going to Chilwell a lot. Kovacic and Enzo were finding Chilwell more than James, probably because James' position was blocked by the defenders. But it seemed like Chilwell had more time on the ball than him, so he was able to click very well with Pulisic, and I felt like Pulisic in the first half did very, very well. Yeah, there were some runs that he was making, there were some take-ons that he was attempting, and some of them he succeeded. But again, when we got into the third half, we were not doing much with it. And I loved Chilwell's crosses. Chilwell's crosses are always good, but it doesn't reach anybody. Nobody gets their head on it. Even if they get their head on it, it goes wide. And it's pretty frustrating that we've gone back to this again. And Everton did well. They sat back in the first half. They sat back and they defended. They really tightened that defense, and it's made it difficult for us to break through. But eventually, second half, we came back strong. We came back in the second half strong, and we got our goal. We got our goal from João Felix effort, and again from a Chilwell cross. And then I think Chilwell put it in first time, and then it got deflected, or it got cleared by an Everton defender, and then it fell to João Felix. And then when it fell to João Felix, he placed it accurately into the right bottom corner of the post, and Pickford couldn't do anything about it. It was a very good effort. There wasn't any power behind it. That kind of shots is very, very difficult for keepers to save that kind of shot, especially when it is perfectly angled into the corner. You can't do anything about it. And he went through the legs of the defenders, and it just went straight in. And I was happy for him because he deserved it, because he felt like he was the most hardworking on the pitch, and he definitely deserved it. He deserved that goal. I expected him to get that goal in the first half, but again, final third issues. But in the second half, we were able to come up, and I thought we were able to we would build up on that goal. But Potter made such weird substitutions today. Like, his substitutions today were so weird, and I don't know why he did that, because I was thinking that because of how we were in control of the game in the first half, we have 72% of possession. We were fully in control of the game, so why don't you put another attacker on? You took Pulisic off and you brought Gallagher. Yes, he might have some attacking prowess, but nowadays when he's brought on, he's brought in to come and play that kind of defensive role. He's brought in to hold up the ball and try to win tackles, try to block attacks from going through. He's brought on to be more defensive. There was a chance that he had against the end of the game where he was able to beat 2 or 3 Everton players, but he got into the final third and he misplaced the pass, and then it ended up becoming a goal kick because it hit him before it went out. And I don't know, man. I don't know why he keeps bringing Gallagher when he has attackers on the bench. He has Madrid on the bench. He has Madueke on the bench. He has Chukwuemeka on the bench. He could bring any of these 3 to replace Pulisic, but he decided to bring Gallagher. And when he brought Gallagher, it slowed down our attack. It slowed down our attack tremendously because the attack was very good with Pulisic on the left, Felix on the right, Havertz in the middle. Like I said, Havertz was quiet, but the 2 of them on the left and the right, they were making things happen. But when you bring Gallagher on, it's like you are happy with the 1-goal lead and you are trying to defend the 1-goal lead. You don't do that, especially with this Chelsea where it can easily flip, and the pressure when the pressure mounts on us, we crumble, like what happened in this game. Then they got their goal. They got their goal from a corner. And when those corners happened, it happened as a result of immense pressure that they were piling on us. And then when those corners happened, the first one was very close, and the second one, you just knew it was going in. Havertz did try to clear it off the line, but it had already crossed the line before he kicked it. And they came back into the game. And once they came back into the game, there was nothing we could do. It was now even then. It was not even. We're trying. Like, the game became balanced, but we got very lucky. Tarkowski fouled James in the penalty box, and we got a penalty. And I felt like Tarkowski deserved it because in the first half he pulled João Felix off the ball, and the referee didn't see it. The linesman didn't acknowledge it, and VAR too didn't check it because I felt like that the way he pulled him down, it was deserving of a red card. But he was lucky; he didn't get a red card, and then he came to cause the penalty. So I think it served him right. And Havertz did well to score that goal. He did well in his celebration because Pickford came up to intimidate him. So when he finished, he celebrated and made fun of Pickford. And you just it's one of those celebrations where you feel like, I just hope this doesn't come to bite us. But it did in the end. And let's talk about their equalizer, because their equalizer is a very weird one in my opinion, because there are a couple of factors to put into place. First of all, when the first chance came in and Kepa got the ball, I felt like he could have caught the ball and held on to it longer instead of hastily clearing it, because when he hastily cleared it and it went and they gained possession, Everton gained possession, you knew that they were going to attack straight up. And when they did that, they scored. I also blame Koulibaly too as well, because I feel like Koulibaly should have been more alert to that pass that came into Sims, because Koulibaly was facing the left hand side and Sims was on his right hand side, so it caught him off guard, and he was slow to turn to and slow to keep up, and then Sims got the shot off. And then Kepa again should have done better with that shot. He definitely should have done better with that shot. How can you go down and that ball goes right underneath you? It went right underneath him, which means he dived too late and the ball went underneath him. He should have done better with that shot. And then in the end, we tried to mount pressure in the last 5 minutes, because the reason why I'm saying that Kepa should have held on to it long, because at the time where it was like 88 minutes, so it was just 2 minutes to stoppage time, or any additional time might be added. It was just 2 minutes to stoppage time, so he should have held the ball longer. That is where we have to waste time. That in those situations we have to waste time instead of hastily clearing the ball. We have to waste time in that situation. So we have to hold to the ball, hold on to the ball longer. And it seemed like we just took our foot off the pedal. We bottled the lead. We definitely bottled the lead. This is the game that we should have won. In the first half alone, we should have at least got like 2-3 goals in the first half. But we bottled the lead, and Everton, a struggling Everton, came to Stamford Bridge and got a draw. This is just 2 points that we've lost, and they've also gained a point. And it was disappointing. It was frustrating to watch, and it's just like we've gone back to factory settings. And if we had won this game, I would be dreading the international break. I wouldn't have loved the fact that the international break is coming to displace our progress. But for now, I feel like the international break is something that we need. These players have to rest. Some of them are very, very tired. Some of them have to reevaluate some of their decisions, some of their performances, and in games. Some of them will go and fulfill their international duty. Some of them will stay at the club. And train with Potter and get better, because we really have to get better. Because I think when we come back from the international break, we have Aston Villa to face, we have Liverpool to play, we have Wolves to play, then we have Real Madrid to play. So it's not going to be an easy run of games when we come back, and we have to get better. I'm hoping that when we come back from the international break, get better, and we stop having performances like this. We stop being indecisive in front of goal. It's something that has to change, and Potter too has to rethink his substitutions. His substitutions today was so bad, and I feel like it was part of the reason why we lost this game. Instead of him to approach the game differently, he decided to go defensive after just one goal, and it just messed everything up. And then when they equalized, then you think before you bring Chukwuemeka, and it was annoying. It was very, very annoying. That's it for my review of the game. What do you think about the game? Disappointing results from me. What do you think about it? What do you think about the performances? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you've not subscribed, can you subscribe? And if you like the video to the end, you enjoy the video, give this video a like. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys the next one. So until then, stay safe.